Rise and shine.
Bat an eyelash.
Good morning.
There are no hands on the clock
Why?
because they're not needed.
What time is it?
Man, I remember this one. It's time for the Luke Bugbee Show. I'm your host, Luke Bugbee, as always. And who is my very special guest today? You want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, thank you. My name is Marc Lara-Lopez, and I am a good friend of Luke Bugbee.
Yes, he is. It's a pleasure to have him on. And
It's a
we
pleasure
are.
to be here.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah.
This is going to be a very exciting episode for me because we are going to be covering one of my favorite movies of all time, something that the guest actually picked. So let's just jump into the conversation. Mark, why did you pick One Battle After Another?
Because of your top 10, actually.
Really?
Yeah. Because I've been looking at, well, obviously for a while now, since we're friends, right?
Mm-hmm.
I've been looking at all like your like top 10 stories and everything, right? And I'm like, dang, you know what? I actually have not seen a lot of these, right?
Mhm.
So I'm just thinking like I might watch all of these. Like from 2025, 2024, 2023, and so on.
Oh, I really appreciate it.
Yeah, exactly, right? I mean, like they're there, so I'm like, and I know you're like a very like heavy critique, right? And like it doesn't take much for a movie to like surprise me, right? But like if you think it's good, then like it will surely like, you know, captivate me, and it did. Right?
Oh.
It was crazy. I saw it yesterday, right?
Mhm.
And I'm like, dang.
I know.
Yeah.
It's just one of my favorite movies like the last couple of years. This is the first actually, I think, of the guest picking a movie they haven't seen before, but it's cool. I'm glad that you chose this one. I wasn't sure if it would ever get picked, but I'm really, really happy it was. Because this is just straight up one of my favorite movies ever. This is my, I think, sixth time seeing it yesterday. I watched it a lot yesterday too. And this time watching it, it really just felt like I was watching my favorite movie. You know, it's just something I've like completely memorized at this point. Seen it so many times, and it feels like something I'm gonna watch like 2 or 3 times for the rest of my life every year. But first, I want to shout out the cast really fast. Introduce the movie to people who aren't familiar. It stars Leonardo DiCaprio, Chase Infinity, Sean Penn, Benicio del Toro, Regina Hall, and Tiana Taylor. This is the 10th film from director Paul Thomas Anderson, and this is one of his first. This is really kind of his first like major studio movie. Warner Brothers. A lot of his movies were highly acclaimed, but rarely made any money. They were more independent, just critically acclaimed stuff. So it's crazy that he got like the budget on this one. If you're familiar with his career,
What was the budget for this movie?
the budget for this movie was about $130 million and an additional 70 million just for the marketing.
Dang.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Mhm.
How much did it make? Like during like the box office and stuff like that.
Oh, it did not do good at the box office, honestly.
Dang.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. Domestic, it made 73 million. International, 140 million. So overall, 213 million. But it needed 300 to break even, is what everyone was saying.
Yeah.
So it underperformed, unfortunately. But
Yeah.
it kind of made up for that with the amount of awards love that it got.
Yeah, definitely.
The film, as a Metacritic of 95, Rotten Tomatoes 94%. I have this fun little stat right here. There's this website that compiles all of the major critics lists of the top 10s of the year, and this one made 735 lists. So about over 2/3 of all the lists collected, and 26% of all critics had this as the number one movie of last year.
Dang.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And,
Well, obviously you had it your number one, which is
yeah.
of last year, right? Which is why I like obviously I chose it, right?
Mhm.
Because it's like your most recent one, and it's like number one,
Yeah.
right? So I'm like, hey, and I actually did not know Leonardo DiCaprio was in it. I'm sorry, but I'm just like,
Oh, that's cool.
blind to like everything, even when it's right in front of me. Like with Project Hail Mary, right? I
Mhm.
did not know that was Ryan Gosling until like all the hair was cut off.
Really?
Yeah.
No, that's awesome, honestly. Like when you go into a movie completely blind, like you
Yeah.
don't even recognize the actors, you just escape into the world.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And it was crazy, bro.
Oh yeah, man. I mean, like I'm really excited for this episode to talk about this movie, but I'm also even now a little scared and overwhelmed because there's just so much to talk about. Like every scene basically is just like fantastic in its own way. It's hard to even know where to begin, but
Yeah.
we can start with the prologue probably, like the 40 minutes of basically following Perfidia as your main character.
Yeah.
What did you think of it?
Um. Well. Okay. So just like off seeing like the cover and stuff like that, right? Like
Mhm.
my initial thoughts going into it, and obviously I've seen some like ads of stuff, right? So like obviously I thought it was gonna be, I don't know, some type of like just movie where it's like Taken, right? Like
Mhm.
where a dad saves his daughter,
Mhm.
right? But obviously I didn't know it was gonna be very heavy into politics,
Oh yeah.
right? Like
Yeah.
off the rip, right? With like a revolution army or something like that,
Mhm.
right? The French 75. I'm like, oh, this is interesting, right?
Mhm.
And it was
It's crazy.
there was a bunch of um sexual activity,
Oh
whatever,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
right? Right off
Mhm.
the bat too, right? Very
Yeah.
right? But also again, it's like also again very deep, right?
Mhm.
Especially like nowadays,
Mhm.
right? With all like, eyes, whatever,
Oh yeah.
right? And yeah, I was just like, wow. I was
It's,
just impressed.
yeah, it's crazy that this movie came out last year and immediately felt so modern because PTA had been working on this script for this movie since the early 2000s. This has been in development for a long time as an adaptation of the Thomas Pynchon novel Vineland, and it's just crazy that the year it came out, it feels like the most relevant possible year it could have
Yeah.
been released. And the fact that the opening, oh, this is spoiler discussion, by the way. If you haven't seen One Battle After Another, you should really see it and like not listen to this conversation because like I really don't want to spoil this movie for you because it's such a fun ride. But the having it take place as a prologue in the very beginning and actually showing like the detention centers when the prologue is basically set place in like the Obama era basically with where it is, and it's kind of crazy seeing like a major studio movie kind of recognize how imperfect the 2000s were at this point because like a lot of filmmakers are trying to paint that time period as like a crystal clean era,
Real,
nothing was
yeah.
wrong, it was Trump that ruined everything, and he did make a lot of things worse,
Yeah.
but for being
Yeah.
real, a lot of the problems in America have been around for like forever,
Yeah.
you know, and slave owners
Yeah.
everywhere.
Exactly. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's obvious, right? But like Obama did deport a lot of people too, right?
Hmm.
It just, I don't know. Maybe it wasn't in the news as often, or like maybe it wasn't as aggressive or something like that. I don't know.
No, no, it
But
definitely wasn't.
but he did deport a lot of people
You
too.
know, like this
Right?
drone strikes. I mean, come
Yeah.
on. Like, I guess it's technically better than what we have now, but still, it's a pretty rough time to
Yeah.
be alive.
My mom came here in the 2000s, and like she was honestly, this movie hit deep in some areas because of just like basically it, like especially since like it's also about like the struggles of like parenting and stuff
Mhm.
like that, right? It's like it hit hard because my mom like recently told me how she came across the border, right? And like what she saw and everything, right? I'm like, it's rough,
Yeah,
right?
it
But
is. So I'm glad to be having this conversation with you.
yeah,
Honestly, I feel like you could have a lot of really cool insight to what this movie is about. But yeah, just going back to Perfidia, character Tiana Taylor just gives an incredible performance, in my opinion.
yeah,
She's really in only in the first 40 minutes of the movie. I believe it's 40 minutes. Feels like 10 minutes, just goes by super
it
fast.
does.
But she just has this looming presence over the rest of the movie. And you never see her again, but you really think about her like kind of constantly.
Yeah,
Like every time I rewatch this movie, I've rewatched it many times, it feels like it's about a different character. And this watch really felt like I noticed how just important Perfidia is to the entire narrative and how great and flawed of a character she is.
yes,
Hmm.
very, but still very important.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think about her ultimate decision of turning everyone in?
That's like very, very tough for me to
Mm-hmm.
like, cause okay, so I understand like like snitches get stitches, whatever. Like don't
Mm-hmm.
like stuff like that, right? But like I don't know. I just try to put myself really in her shoes or whatever, right? And I'm like, man, like I don't know. It's really tough, right? Obviously, like more of me says like you're you're kind of like mainly wrong for that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because I mean, like again, she was a huge part of it, and like I guess I don't know they trust her or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
right? But there's, I mean, there's also times where like me personally, I'm like, yo, honestly, I feel like I would sometimes,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Because I mean, like I don't know if like people really think about it then and there, right? But like let's say like going to prison for like 40, 30 years, right?
Yeah, that's what he said.
That is massive,
Mm-hmm.
right? And it's like, dude, I'm sorry, but like just being there for like 10 years is like crazy enough,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Life ruiner.
Yeah, exactly, right? It's like, dude, like it's like, oh, right? She's probably gonna die behind bars at that point,
Yeah, who's to say
right?
she'd even survive?
Exactly, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, dang, right?
Mm-hmm.
It was tough. It was tough.
Yeah.
But ultimately, I feel like she's like more wrong again, just like highlighting her flawed character and whatever
Mm-hmm.
whatnot. But I mean,
You do understand it.
yeah, yeah,
There's a certain amount of empathy that you have for Perfidia as a character, and yeah, you disagree with what she did, and they don't hide away from showing how bad the decision was when Alana Haim's character in her wig when she walks out and she first gets shot.
exactly. No, I saw
Dude.
that. I saw that. I was like, oh, like
Mm-hmm.
what's happening? She's like running away, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then she instantly gets shot, and I'm like, oh, that like scared me, bro. I'm
Yeah.
like crazy. And then I'm like everybody started getting hunted down. Crazy, my
Oh,
fault,
it's
right?
you're good.
And then I was like, wait, she like that ass ratted them out. I was like
Mm-hmm.
crazy, but
Yeah, I mean, you understand it because of the way the police officers are like taking pictures of her, the way Lockjaw was sexually abusing
oh
her.
yes, bro.
You know that she was gonna be tortured in prison, probably even worse things to be committed onto her,
Yeah,
and so it's easy to empathize with what she did, but it's also really rough to stomach, and
yeah,
that's a lot of the criticism I see from the movie because people saying that, like Perfidia would never actually do such a thing. She's a dirty rat, and she's like, why are they portraying like black women like this? And I just think it makes the movie more interesting and a
oh
more
yeah,
flawed character. And if you want like a really strong black woman, I think Deandra Regina Hall's character kind of fills that void. I don't think Perfidia is like a monolith, you know,
yeah, yeah,
and I don't think Paul Thomas Anderson thinks that either. But I think that criticism is a little silly
yeah,
in my books. But
definitely.
I mean, I can understand it if that's how you feel.
Yeah, I could like also somewhat understand her decision to like not wanting to be a mother, kind of,
Mm-hmm.
right? Like obviously, again, like there's always two sides to a coin, right? One side of me is like, bro, like you did this, right?
Mm-hmm.
And like really you're just gonna leave like that, right? But then again, like again, just like seeing like things with my own eyes, right? And like especially with like my mom, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm like I'm surprised that she's like, I mean, obviously I'm surprised that like she decided to do what she did, right? Having a bunch of children, right, and everything, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I look at her life and I'm like, dang, bro, like, right, like,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah. It's not only the life that she's living that the kid would change all of that, but it's also the knowledge of massive spoilers. Stop listening. That it is Lockjaw's kid, and that
yeah,
she knows.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
It's like when you watch it again, it's like really great filmmaking where after they sleep together in a motel. That's
Yeah,
kind of a hard cut to her pregnant shooting a machine gun, which is one of the defining shots of this movie. It's like an image seared into your brain, but
definitely.
he kind of spells it out for you, and it's not like it's a great reveal when you actually find out about it, but like everyone knows
Yeah,
deep
you
down.
kind of
Hmm.
it was in there. Right, I was like, oh, right,
Hmm.
but
It's a great storytelling, and when she says what is she's like says that she's jealous of her own baby when how much
yeah,
attention Bob is giving to her, like the postpartum depression, it's like real. Like you really feel that with her. It's just another thing on top of it. And like all the stress is building up until the bank robbery.
yeah,
And that scene is just incredible.
yeah.
You know, the actress that plays the character, Jungle Pussy is the character's name.
Yeah.
Um, her name in real life, she's a rapper, and her name is also Jungle Pussy.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that's her given rap name. And I was kind of familiar with her music before watching this movie. So the first time I saw it, I was like, "Is that Jungle Pussy?" And then she just says her name. I'm like, "Oh, okay,
Wow.
cool." I guess it's her.
I did not know that.
Yeah,
I might have to listen to her music now.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
alright. It's pretty
Alright.
good. We can talk. Actually, good transition. Talk about the music in the movie in general, both the
Oh
written score and the soundtrack,
yeah.
because both are incredible. So the original score, like the piano, is
Yeah. It was like very tense and everything.
mhm. It was written by Johnny Greenwood. This is one of his many collaborations of Paul Thomas Anderson. But you would probably know him best, both Mark and the listener, as being the guitarist for the band Radiohead.
Oh,
Hmm.
yo, really?
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
Wow.
And like, yeah, he's just amazing at what he does.
Dang.
Hmm. I feel like any other year, this should have won the Oscar for score, but it's kind of hard to beat Sinners, just the music in that
All
movie. Hmm.
sinners, yeah.
Like these movies,
Dang.
yeah, like go hand in hand with each other at this point. I think they're gonna be connected like forever, but
Yeah,
they're both like 10 out of 10s for me. So
they are.
the soundtrack itself, PTA is known for having like an amazing soundtrack, using great needle drops and a cut with Tawilla 16 years later, and then Dirty Work starts playing. Dude,
Yeah.
that's just what the movies are about. I don't know. I have like a list of the soundtrack right here if you want to signal out any favorites.
Wow. Mo Bamba.
Yeah.
Shut up and dance, yeah.
Hmm.
American Girl. At the very end, right?
Oh, that's so great, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
No, the Mo Bamba one was just crazy. It's like BTA is like an older guy, he's in his 50s, and so you don't really expect the music to be that accurate in terms of like what the kids are listening to at their high school prom. But as soon as Mo Bamba started playing, I was like, he knows, man. That was the exact stuff they were playing at dances like that.
Exactly, bro.
And
Right.
then Shut Up and Dance, like
Yeah, well, obviously, yeah.
just the iconic high school
Yeah,
songs
yeah.
from like the mid 2020s.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
He gets it. Yeah.
You said that there was like, you think there's never gonna be a movie like this ever again. Right?
Yeah, I did.
Why?
They Warner Brothers is gonna be acquired by Paramount, I believe, and I just don't see them throwing $100 million at like another director quite like this again, because Paul Thomas Anderson is one of the most acclaimed filmmakers of his time, but his movies don't make money. This movie didn't make money, and so they rarely give artists quite this like artistic, the chance to make something as broad of a canvas as this. I think he kind of knew that, so he knew he had to make like the most special movie he can, as political as it is, because like we don't see movies this outwardly left, and like there's some people that say it's not left enough, and I can understand that, but for like a big blockbuster movie, this is pretty crazy.
It is.
It's
wild.
like you're saying you weren't expecting most of the stuff that they took cover in this movie, right? Like, yeah, it's just wild. And there's the marketing was really interesting for it. And I can see my notes right here that there's actually a Fortnite event in order to promote the film.
What?
Yep.
Did it like already pass or is it gonna happen?
It passed a while ago, unfortunately.
Oh,
I first got Fortnite just so I could play the one battle event.
bro.
Yeah. It wasn't even like I thought it would be like you can buy the character skins or something. It was just like a level or something that you could like go into. Or like, it was like, help ghetto pets. Say, like, get out from Lockjaw. You remember that stretch in the movie where he has to like escape from the house?
Yeah, yeah.
It's that.
Oh, okay.
That's really cool. Okay. Yeah. I mean, we can talk about next. We've talked about like Perfidia and that entire opening.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Let's talk a bit about Willa. How did you feel about her character?
Dang. Again, like, well, I feel like a lot of people like can relate. Well, especially like, you know, my siblings, whatever. Right? Like your dad or your like your parent isn't like they're doing their best, right? But like it's just like not enough, right? And then like obviously, like I love my mom, right? And like this was like part of me, like in like obviously like middle school, like younger high school days, right? I was kind of like really blind to it, right? But I'm like, damn, bro, like why we support, right?
Yeah.
Just like I did take a lot of anger out on her slightly, right? So I'm like, I'm a big piece of for that, right? But I'm like, but I don't know. It's like really tough, especially like her position, right? Like being single for like as long as she has been, and like living with like 6 kids, right?
Oh.
It's like oh, I can't even like imagine. I'm just like, how does she do it, right? But like, and then you see Willa, right? She's like a smart girl and everything, right? Like she's basically doing everything right how she's supposed to, right?
Yeah.
But then I don't know. She just reminds me a lot of like me, my like brothers and everything, because of like I guess the situation she's been in, that she is in, right? And also, I don't know.
Oh yeah. No, I get it. It's really beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, the way movies can create like something that you've seen, like you can feel seen by, or other people create like a whole new level of empathy. That's what Roger Ebert always said, is that movies are an empathy machine to better understand other people better. And it's really great being able to understand Willa's frustration, but also Bob not really being sure how to raise her, and you feel sorry for him and her. I think that dialogue exchange between them at the beginning in the house is really funny and really telling. With him getting mad at her for standing up for herself, but also being like, "Oh, baby, you can stand up for yourself. I encourage you to. But the way you talk to your dad can be kind of hurtful." You know?
Yeah.
Where
No, definitely.
he wants to encourage his daughter to stand up for himself, but is also still wants to be like dad in kind of the traditional sense, and that's what he's sort of grappling with the entire movie.
Yeah.
It's like about not being in your prime anymore. This movie.
Oh, that hits like so hard, like a lot, right? Because again, right, like my mom had me and my brothers when we were very young, right? So I kind of like did see her prime, right, like in her 20s and everything, right? And now again, she's like very old, about to like be in her 40s and everything, right? And it's kind of like it's sad sometimes, right? I'm like, dang, bro, right? And again, it's like painful to see the state that she's in, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes, right? But I mean, yeah, she obviously also tells me to like defend myself, but then gets upset when I do defend myself, right? So it's just like, oh, okay,
Yeah.
right? But
like the contradiction.
yeah, she's like the most I'm not gonna
Mm-hmm.
lie, but
Yeah.
she has to be like one of the most hypocritical
Yeah.
people I've ever like had in my life.
Mm-hmm.
I love her, right? But it is how
Of
it is.
course.
But maybe that's just like, I don't know, a parent thing, right? Maybe.
Yeah, I feel like it's a kind of universal feeling
Yeah,
sometimes of
yeah,
like your parents always telling you to like be tough and stick up for yourself, but sometimes you do try to stick up for yourself and then they get mad at you or frustrated and you feel like how am I sticking up for myself wrong? Do I know like what's problem here? What's going on? And that's why I find it this movie works so well in terms of if you're younger, you're able to relate to Willa but understand Bob, and I'm sure as we get older, we'll be able to relate to Bob but understand Willa. So no matter what age you watch it or what period of life you're in, you'll be able to connect with this movie on a completely different way.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
It's PTA. He's a father. Um, he isn't married, I believe. His partner, they've been together I think about 20 years, but they don't believe in marriage.
Oh, that's
It's
interesting.
he's with Maya Rudolph, if you know her, the comedian.
I've heard of her. I've heard of her.
Vamp for a second. I'm gonna
Maya Rudolph.
yeah, Maya Rudolph. She's on Saturday Night Live. Her
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
So they've been together for a long time. She told a story about her mom that passed away when she was very young. She was raised by her dad,
Yeah.
and she said that her dad could never get her hair right, which is where that comes from in
Oh,
the
yeah,
movie,
yeah.
which is one of the most heartbreaking
Yeah,
scenes in the entire film where he truly
yeah.
relates and understands about what it is to be a dad. And you can tell that PTA is putting some of his own experience of his daughters, but a lot of it is Maya reflecting on her own life.
Wow.
It's powerful, isn't it?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like semi like, true story,
Mm-hmm.
and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, I'm sure it's hard to. I mean, it's hard to be a girl dad. I assume is what I've always heard. Like it's kind of like Bob having to raise his daughter, and that's what I just think is so powerful about the movie is it is very political, but at the end of the day, it's more about like the love that a father daughter love and familiar love that they have for each other,
Yeah.
and how even if you don't succeed in your own generation, it's about preparing the next generation to continue to fight.
Yeah.
Because that's what Perfidious says at the end of the
Yeah,
movie.
yeah. Like,
Maybe we failed, but hopefully you won't. It's so powerful. And then the American Girl plays, and I get a little teary eyed every time I watch it. Personally, yeah, I feel talked a lot about Bob of Willa,
Yeah.
Perfidia. It's time for the big talk. Talk about Sensei Sergio, Benicio del Toro. What did he think of Sensei?
I mean, obviously he reminded me of well, obviously like he reminds me of like a coyote, right? Well, that's what those are like the guys who like bring people across the border and
Yeah.
everything, right? And again, like my mom told me the story of how she came to the U.S., right?
Mhm.
And it was because one of her friends was a coyote, right?
Mhm.
And so, right, again, it just brought a lot of thoughts or a bunch of like memories of that, right? And I'm like again, like you see this, I'm like, is this like actually like what people go through? I'm like, that's crazy. Yeah.
Mhm.
Right.
What does he say? We got a Latino Harriet Tubman situation going over my house, Bob.
Yeah.
Amazingly. But yeah, so you can understand this character. Like your mom knew people just like him. That's what you
Yeah.
said? Yeah.
Yeah. But he got he got shot, unfortunately.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to hear that. Sensei is probably my personal favorite character in the film. I think he represents like a goodness that you can't really find in too many other of the characters. Like even the French 75, they are like, of course, have the right ideas in mind and they're fighting for a noble cause, but they're fighting it for kind of selfish reasons,
Yeah.
and they're not fighting it in like the best way they can. Well, Sensei realizes that the true power comes from community, and you see all of the community that he builds and coming together, and how they all get together to save Bob from when he got captured by the police. And I'll tell you right now, because my mom would kill me if I don't mention it. Do you remember the scene where Bob is in the hospital and talking to the nurse,
Yeah.
and he's saying like you're a diabetic, aren't you? And he's like, she's nodding her head.
Yeah.
That's my cousin. Yeah.
What?
Name's Nettie. Yeah, we all call her Nettie. It was pretty crazy to see her in the movie, because that's the other thing, is that most of this movie was shot in El Paso. So
Wait,
there's
really?
yeah, most of it was shot in El Paso. So like there's a ton of El Paso natives in it, and there's like just people that like you could probably know if like you're from the area. They're just in the movie. Like just watching it, my cousin pops up. I was like, what is happening?
That is so wild.
Mm-hmm. The other big one is my mom. She's like she's a theater teacher, right? So she teaches like acting students. The skaters in the movie were her previous acting students.
Oh,
Yeah,
bro, what?
isn't that crazy? Like she just blew my mind when she told me that. I was like, it connected to like everything in this movie.
Yeah.
The skaters also, we can talk about them for a second. Aren't they just like the coolest? When they're like jumping over the roof.
Dude, like, I mean, I guess this was just a child in me, right? But
Mhm.
I'm like, dang, I saw them like they look like the Ninja Turtles right now.
Oh
bro.
yeah.
They're just bringing me a bunch of memories, right? And then Bob fell.
Mm-hmm.
Right? That was such a funny scene too. And then he instantly got
Isn't it just such great narrative progression?
yeah.
Like just the way it moves. And then what Sensei said, like, oh, your man fell off the roof.
Yeah, you man fell off the roof and got caught.
And then he just goes, and my rifle? It's with me. Don't worry about it. The skaters are some of my favorite characters in the movie. They have there's a great line when like you first introduced them to the movie, and they're just like on the street. Sensei like rolls over to like talk with them, and I don't like the line, but when he just goes, "It's World War III out here, man,"
Oh.
this always stays in my head. It's the way he delivers that line is just so perfect. But speaking of the casting for this movie, something I should mention was that this movie won the first ever Oscar for casting. They introduced a new category for best casting, and One Battle
Okay.
After Another is officially the first movie to ever win that award.
Wow. Wait, so casting so it has to do with like all the like the actors in it? Okay.
Yeah, like determining who gets to be in the movie. And I was rooting for that one because I was glad that they cast my cousin in it. But yeah, I'll talk about the Oscars for a second. The film received 13 nominations. It won Best Picture, Director, Adapted Screenplay, Supporting Actor for Sean Penn, Editing and Casting. It was also nominated for Actor Leonardo DiCaprio, Supporting Actor Benicio del Toro, Supporting Actress Tiana Taylor, Cinematography, Production Design, Score, and Sound. So got pretty much everything it could have, except Best Actress. Willow was not nominated, which is
wow,
crazy.
Are there any things that you feel it got kind of robbed, like as in like the ones that it didn't win?
My opinion, I would have really liked to have seen. It's kind of weird. I would take away a win from the movie to give away a win to the movie. I would have rather seen Benicio del Toro win rather than Sean Penn. Sean Penn is like the Colonel Lockjaw, very loud, racist, and he's amazing in the movie. But sometimes I like Sensei's performance more and more on rewatch because he has like a harder role in terms of like not having to scream and still communicate this power.
Yeah, definitely.
Sean Penn, he's brilliant in the movie, and I wouldn't change anything about it. But I would just rather see Benicio win. What about you? How do you feel about the Oscars?
Who won the other ones? Was it like like Sinners or like other stuff?
Sinners was the other big competitor that year. He won. Michael B. Jordan won,
Oh,
kind of historically, and then
okay.
it also won Score and what was the other? Oh, cinematography,
Mm.
which I feel like those are all fair to win.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
I feel like either year, these just happen to be like kind of two masterpieces, and either year, one or the other would have won Best Picture. You know.
Mm. Okay, yeah.
So like I think it was a really close race and both movies will be remembered forever. But I'm personally happy that One Battle won because it was my favorite of the two. But if your favorite is Sinners, like I can't even blame you. It's amazing. I just love this was Paul Thomas Anderson's first time winning an Oscar.
Wow.
Despite being one of the best we have and seeing some of the most critically acclaimed movies of the last 30 years, he's never won. And it felt so
Last
cool.
30 years?
Mm-hmm.
Dang.
He's been doing this for a while, and this is his 10th movie, and he's only now finally got the respect that he always needed. Just crazy. Yeah, that's the Oscars with it. It was a great race between One Battle and Sinners.
Yeah.
Be remembered forever, I think. But it's just really cool because like typically, I follow the Oscars a lot, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And there's like almost always like one hero and one villain, you know, like one that everyone loves and one like, oh, you're like rooting against, like, please don't let it win.
Oh.
And this is the first time where I loved both of them,
Okay.
you know, and it just felt amazing.
That's
It's
nice.
like, no matter what, I'm happy,
Yeah.
you know, and it's super cool. Okay, let's get into what you started to get into a little bit before I stopped you, unfortunately. Sorry. Lockjaw, Sean Penn. How do you feel about him?
Very racist.
Oh, definitely, yeah. I'm stopping myself from saying this quote though. Do you like? No, I won't say. It. It's crazy. You know, it's the one time Lockjaw and Bob talk in the whole movie. When you think about it,
Really?
yeah, like you really
Oh.
think about it. It's just that one moment where he says, "Do you like black girls? I love
Yeah,
them."
yeah, yeah.
And it's terrifying. It's a scary guy. It's also it's a little funny, you know.
Yeah. No, I saw that. I was like, oh, that. Like, I was thinking about myself, how would I feel in that situation? Like, just like very random,
Mm-hmm.
right? But like also like, why would you want to cause a scene, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I understand, but
One Battle is one of the great "What would you do in that situation" movies
yeah,
because like there's nothing more terrifying than when he's smoking weed on the couch and then he gets a call that
dude.
Lockjaw is coming.
Literally, what I was thinking, I was like, bro, like just imagine you're like, cause he's been doing it.
Mm-hmm.
He like himself over. He even
Mm-hmm.
admitted it, like all through the movie. He's like, bro, I'm I'm an alcoholic. I'm a smoker now,
Mm-hmm.
right? I'm a stoner. I'm like, dang, like how would it feel to just like kind of forget about everything and then get hit with that news, and now you're supposed to like, oh, like just like remember like all the codes, just like go through all scenarios and everything. I'm like, man,
Mm-hmm.
that would have been hella stressful.
Oh my god! And it's so funny when he's like, "Don't panic, Bob," and then he takes another hit of the weed. That's such a great scene. Dude, that's like not saying I'm a stoner, but it's every stoner's nightmare. You know, like all of a sudden, and that's also so funny. Like you only notice on repeat details or repeat viewing. Sorry, when he like finally escapes, he has his backpack with him,
Yeah.
right? And he also has like a little backpack attached to it. It was like clearly Willa's when she was like 5, and he just hasn't upgraded it since. Like this getaway equipment is just so old. Like he was not expecting Lockjaw's ass to come back into
Yeah.
his life.
And that was also like another really sad moment. He was like, when he was talking about like, I wasn't expecting him to come back. I was expecting her to come at some point, right? Be a mom or whatever. I'm like, oh,
Mm-hmm. Just yeah,
it was tough. It was tough.
Yeah, insane scene, beautiful scene.
Yeah.
Honestly, like really emotional movie. in like ways you wouldn't like. It goes back and forth from being like one of the funniest stoner comedies of like the last century to like really sad. It like back and forth. It's just like insane how well it all blends together, you know?
Yeah.
But the I'm surprised you haven't mentioned it yet. I had a Christmas Adventures Club.
Oh,
Is that just like the best name that like you could come up for a fake racist group?
that's what I'm saying. I'm like, what? Like, what is
Mhm.
this name? But I mean, I guess.
The one of my favorite scenes in the movie, which like nothing even like is happening in it, is when he's walking down the halls and "Hark the Herald Angels Sing" is playing. You remember that part?
I
It's,
remember. Yeah.
it's like so.
I started seeing it.
Yeah. I think the thing that makes it scene so great is that he is making fun of them, right? Like the Christmas Adventures Club, like you can make fun of them, but at the same time, he never makes the mistake of like treating them like they're not hyper competent. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I've seen like a bunch of movies where I get it. It's like the whole joke is that, like they're racist and like they're bumbling buffoons and like they don't know what they're doing. But what's so scary about this movie, what's so realistic, is that they're racist, they're dumb, but they know exactly what they're doing
Yeah.
and they can mobilize so quickly and move to get whatever they want done.
No, that's what I was thinking, bro. It was like also like Lockjaw's like every time he'd speak, it's like dang, this guy's like firm and everything, right?
Oh, yeah, he's like he's doing RFK kind of.
This
It's like I am a Christmas adventurer. That's a great line. And I don't know if you know who he is, but one of the main Christmas adventurers, like the kind of older, like shorter one that like you first meet, it's like I don't know if you've heard, but Jim Kringle has passed away, and like he shows Lockjaw around the office. He's
yeah.
he's one of the most famous comedy writers of all time. His name is Jim Downey. He's like the longest running writer on Saturday Night Live.
Oh dang.
Like he has like 3 movie credits. It's like this one and like Billy Madison, like that, like some other movie. Like it's just crazy. Like he just pulled like kind of random people,
Yeah.
and they're all perfect in it. You know?
Yeah.
Like what would you know him from? Have you ever seen that one clip on Conan where it's like Jeffrey Epstein, the New York financier. That was him, but you know, it was cool. He's a cool guy. And it's crazy to see him as a, you know,
Yeah.
member of the Christmas Adventures Club.
Christmas Adventures Club. I'm gonna create that now.
You're gonna create the Christmas.
No, well,
You're gonna reclaim it.
I'm gonna reclaim the name, not the actual like racism.
Yeah, we're gonna start an anti-hate group. It's like the Inglorious Bastards, you know, we're like because the All Hail Saint Nick is kind of fire. Like that's good. That's a cool way to end the meeting.
Yeah, it was.
That was the other thing that my I've seen this movie a couple times with my dad, and the guy at the beginning of the movie that's like kind of more thin, and like the contract killer that they hire, they look so similar.
Oh,
Like it's just funny that they got like 2 almost identical looking guys that like to play similar parts in the movie. They're almost like you can't tell white people apart. Like everyone that see the movie is like I genuinely thought that was the same guy.
makes sense.
So funny.
No, yeah, they did look similar.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like it took me by surprise the first time I watched it. It's like, oh wait, which one? Which one's this guy again? Hey, now I know. Like, you know, it's really funny. This is a really funny movie.
Yeah, it is. I'm not gonna lie. I laughed like a lot.
Oh, yeah. I'm glad to hear it. I'm happy you liked it. It's like, you know, it's like a big thing putting it at #1. I feel like it deserves it.
Definitely. It is up there.
Okay, so I think, all right, I'm going to move on to I try to do like a list for every movie we talk about on the show. Sometimes I can think of one, sometimes I can't. If I can't think of a list, then I don't care really, but I could think of one for this one. So what I was starting to do was I wanted to do my top 5 quotes from One Battle After Another. But then it got a little bit too like sensei heavy, you know? Like it was all Sensei and Bob. So
Yeah.
I thought like I want to give some love to the other characters. So I come up with something different.
Okay.
And I'm doing the best quote from each character.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I have the character Bluto. You ever like his friend?
Yeah, I remember Bluto.
So my moment for him is when that very scary general is saying like, "Do I look like your father?" He says, "Kind of." That's my one for him. Christmas Adventures Club. I just have them all together. I have a semen demon. Just perfect, man. Okay, let's see. Deandra, Regina Hall's character. This one is a little more serious quote, but I just love the moment when it happens. It's when she's asked Willa, she said, "Are you scared?" Willa says, "No." And then she says, "No? Well, you should be." Just like calling her out. Like, dude, like, why are you saying that you're not scared? Man?
Yeah.
Okay. Perfidia. There's like a bunch of options, but I went with I put myself first and reject your lack of originality. Love that one. That's badass. Lockjaw. There's a couple options.
Yeah.
There's a couple options. You could go the I am not a homosexual. You go with that one. But I really love the moment when he says like he's with that guy asking for directions, and he says like, "What's over there?" And the guy says it's some nuns that grow weed. And then Lockjaw just goes, "Is that some sort of joke on God?" That one's good. Okay. Willa, I had to go continuing the "I'm not a homosexual" when he says, "I did not say that, but I see the lifts on your shoes." That line's just awesome. It's such like a tense scene to like randomly throw that.
Yo,
in
yeah,
there.
yeah.
Bob is hard because like he has like 1,000 lines and they're all
Yeah.
so good. But I went with one that's not like funny because of the line, but it's funny just the way he says it. It's when he just goes, "Life, man, life." I say that so constantly, like so many times. Like I'm just frustrated. I just go, "Life, man, life." And then Sensei, you have to do. I've had a few wet sir, few small beers.
Small beers.
That's just perfect, man.
Yeah.
You
the
said
goat.
that. I think every time I'm with like Albert or Jesus, anyone that's seen the movie, like that line comes up at least once. We're always saying that to each other, you know, and that's the one I say the most. Besides maybe ocean waves.
Ocean waves.
Dude, you know how many times, like during finals, I just had to stop myself and go, "Ocean waves, Luke." Ocean waves. It would genuinely help, man.
I'm about to do that next semester.
Dude, I swear to God, it works. Like you just think of Sensei in this movie and like how zen he is, and you will calm down. Like he's like the anchor you really need for the movie, you know, because like everything is so intense, and then he just brings it all together. You know, calms everyone down.
I really like the way Bob yelled "Viva la Revolución."
Oh my God,
that was just so funny to me. I laughed so much.
Thank you, Sensei.
Thank you, Sensei.
God damn it.
God damn it. Viva la Revolución.
That was the big moment in the trailer. I remember when it ended.
Really?
It would end with that, and then Sensei doing the like sticking his arm up and the carpet rolling on top of it, and like there'd be a drum roll over it, like as it's rolling across. It's a great trailer. If you haven't seen it, it's worth watching.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I feel like we need to move on for like time reasons, unfortunately. But this is a movie I could talk about for I don't know, like forever, basically.
Damn.
I've seen it, but 5 or 6 times already. I'm gonna watch it probably 100 more times in my lifetime, and
Nice.
I'm really, really happy I got to talk to this about you. I feel like it's a
Yeah,
really,
yeah. No problem.
really special conversation. All right, so any final words before you move on?
Mm, not really, but I really enjoyed this movie, and I will also be watching it at least like 100 times throughout my lifetime.
That really makes me feel good hearing that. I'm really happy you enjoyed it.
Yep.
Okay, well, time to move on to our next movie. Mark chose One Battle After Another. Um, it was hard for. I was really thinking about what movie I want to pick
Mhm.
because they watch a movie in that called The Battle of Algiers. I thought, oh, they watch it in the movie, I could pick it in it. But when it comes to
Oh
movies
yeah.
about like dads going on a massive quest to find their missing kid, it has to be Finding Nemo.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're gonna talk about Finding Nemo. Um, I mean, spoilers, I guess, but let's be real. You've seen Finding
Yeah.
Nemo,
No
dog. If
matter
you
what.
haven't, like,
Yeah.
what? What are you doing? You'll listen to a different podcast if you haven't watched Finding Nemo. Okay. Okay, this is gonna be like Lord, this will be fun. Let's see. All right, main cast. Albert Brooks, Ellen DeGeneres, Alexander Gould, Willem Dafoe, Jeffrey Rush, and Bill Hunter. This was directed by Andrew Stanton, and it's one of Pixar's most successful movies. So let's say, Mark, what do you think of Finding Nemo?
Well, obviously, I didn't know why you picked this. I didn't know it was because of like, the similarities, but
Mhm.
obviously when I watched it, obviously I immediately noticed. I'm like, "Oh, like,
Yeah.
it's two dads, trying to find their child,
Mm-hmm.
right? Except,
Mm-hmm.
one of them, was like kidnapped. Well, actually, they were both
Yeah, they're both kind of
they were,
kidnapped in a
yeah, they were
way.
both
It's
kidnapped
weird.
actually, right? But obviously with like Finding Nemo, right? Immediately, I hate you, Dan. Oh yeah, just like left, right? It actually reminded me of a time where this is gonna be embarrassing,
No, that's cool.
but me and John tried to run away. Right?
Really?
Yeah,
Really?
it was
Okay.
like, but this was like elementary school, bro.
Mm-hmm.
So like, we were not gonna get far, whatever, right? But obviously, I'm like, wow,
Mm-hmm.
like, I've never thought about this stuff because obviously I've seen Finding Nemo like a bunch of times,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
But obviously, well, because I watched it yesterday as well for this,
Mm-hmm.
I'm like thinking about it, right? I'm like, dang, that
Mm-hmm.
must, well, obviously, both sides, right? Like for the parent, that must be like, I it must be like really scary, but also just really annoying and everything, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
what is this? What is like? What are they doing, right? Like
Yeah.
you're gonna die out there, right? And like we literally just like left, right, and started walking away, and we had no idea where to go, but
Mm-hmm.
we were just leaving, right? But it's just like I'm like, dang, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't know, the life of a parent is really tough.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I can see that. Yeah. Yeah. I think it's a really good double feature about parenting and how
yeah,
hard it is to be a dad.
yeah,
It's really funny. I've seen this, of course, like I don't even know how many times since I was a kid, but it holds up. It holds up really well.
yeah,
Like you'd think that it would lose some of its power when you're not a kid, but this like One Battle weirdly is one that just like it's as good as when you watch it as you're a kid, but it's good in different ways, you know?
yeah,
You better understand Marlin and you better
yes, yes,
understand like his you understand Nemo because like you've lived through that life and like you know what it's like to be him and you can remember that, but you also have a better understanding of like who Marlin is and why he wouldn't want this life for his son and how scared he is.
yeah, no, definitely,
The opening of this movie is just one of the most powerful things of call it almost emotional terrorism that Pixar has ever created. You know, like it's just so sad. It's like I don't know. Like everyone always talks about how sad the beginning of Up is, and it is. But Finding Nemo deserves like some more credit for like how much that
Yeah.
one was just like how rough that one is.
Yeah.
I watched it. I watched it nights ago, I think. And I told my parents I was gonna watch it for the podcast. And they're like, "Oh, I'm Finding Nemo. I want to see it again." And like opening scene, they're both like crying immediately. It's like there's just something about it, you know.
Yeah. No, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Like, obviously, like high school was that series like the first and like only time I was like actually able to like hang out with friends and like go to like other like people's houses and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like elementary school, never. Middle school, never as well.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And then like, but I mean, I kind of, I understand it now, obviously more than
Mm-hmm.
ever. Right. But
How the world just feels so unfair to you.
yeah.
Like your parents feel so unfair when you're that age. And then you realize like why they're doing it. But
Yeah.
also the parents need to realize that it's
Yeah.
not healthy.
No, yeah, exactly, right? I'm like, I'm not
Mm-hmm.
like trying to like, nah.
Okay.
I'm not even sure if I should say this. Just because it's like kind of a little bit not like a crazy situation, right? But like,
we can cut it out of the podcast if you want me to.
All right.
I'll just say like, all right, cut. Okay. So sorry for that weirdness. We needed to talk about something a little personal, but Finding Nemo, very important movie about accepting that your kid is gonna grow up and that you need to not hold them back anymore. It's really powerful. And I want to get into the backstory of it a little bit. Andrew Stanton, he was the writer and director of it. Directed some other stuff for Pixar, mainly Wall-E, which is a great movie also.
Yeah.
He said he had multiple inspirations for this movie. One is when he was a kid and he had a dentist, but also had like fish in a fish tank. And he said he always thought that they probably wanted to go home. And that's like what he would think of whenever he was a kid. And that was one inspiration. And the other inspiration, as he said, when he was a parent and he saw his kid climb up all the way to the top of the monkey bars. And it looked like there's a chance for him to fall off. And he thought to himself, do I go try and catch him and he doesn't learn anything? Or does he fall and learn something? Or does he learn how to get down himself? And so he decided to take a step back and watch the kid climb down himself and give him independence and teach him like how he can like learn for himself, which is kind of what Finding Nemo is about. It's like letting go and watching your kid achieve great things on their own. It's what One Battle is about too. Both of the endings are kind of similar in a very weird way. Mm-hmm. One ends with American Girl, the other one ends with the Somewhere, which is an awesome song, to be really honest. But it's cool, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. I want to talk about. I'll ask you about what you think of a character, Dory. She's a pretty major. Got her own spin-off movie. Got any Dory takes? What do you think of her?
It's I don't know, because obviously, like I've seen the movie before, but obviously it's never really refreshed in my memory. But until now, I'm like, I don't know. She kind of just reminds me of someone who has like what is it, like dementia or something?
Oh yeah,
or Alzheimer's, like something. I don't remember which one it is.
Memory loss.
Yeah,
right. I forget the exact term.
You're right.
I promise I watched the movie. I just forgot what she says. But she's great.
Yeah, she forgets like everything like instantly. Right, short-term memory loss. Obviously,
short-term memory loss.
So. Man, well, I mean, it also kind of just relates, right? Because, I mean, well, for one, my pastor and my grandma are like kind of suffering from that right now.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, it's like it's honestly it is sad to see that, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, but obviously like Dory's a very like joyful character and happy and everything, right? So I'm like, dang, like
Yeah.
it actually kind of hit me. I'm like, wow, like I don't know, like that's something that like always like piques my interest when like somebody's going through something kind of like pretty detrimental, but like they're so happy, you know?
Yeah.
And I don't know, right? Also it kind of just she's not suffering for anything, right? But like obviously, like I guess it's just the fact of being a parent, right? You're like occupied with a bunch of stuff and everything, like I don't know, appointments, taking your kids to school, work, and bills and everything, right? So that like my mom ends up like forgetting a bunch of stuff, right? Like a good amount, right? But I mean, I don't know, right?
Oh yeah, I like what you said about like kind of how despite these very apparent issues for Dory, it doesn't really matter that much for her personally, and she's able to be really content and happy with her life and with the world around her, and the world kind of rewards her in ways because of the positive spirit she gives out. Like the whale helps her.
Yeah.
The school of fish don't want to help Marlin, but they do help her. Just everything kind of works in her favor because of perseverance and really wanting to work to be better, but also believing the world can be better.
Yeah.
Which is something that One Battle also tackles on, is that if you think the world is awful and you think there's nothing you can do about it and like everything's terrible, there's not much for you. But when you think the world can be great and you're happy, there's so much can open up for you.
Yeah.
That's what Marlin needs to learn. That's why it's so great when Dory comes into his life.
Right.
Let's talk about Ellen. It was very interesting in terms of her figure as a cultural symbol. She used to represent something very different. I don't know, even as close to 10 years ago than she does today. I don't know. Were you much aware of like the whole Ellen scandal?
Ellen,
Yeah, voice actor Ellen DeGeneres for Dory.
Oh no.
So Ellen, she had a sitcom at one point, and then she had a talk show that was really really well acclaimed. The it came out after a interview with Dakota Johnson, where Dakota kind of exposed her a little bit for how mean she actually was. That she's actually like an incredibly abusive person to her staff, and despite like the really happy-go-lucky tone that her show tried to like portray, she was very mean.
Wait, can you search her up real quick? I think I might know who you're talking about.
Oh, hold on.
Yeah.
Her.
Oh, yeah.
We're looking at Ellen right now. It's a crazy situation, honestly.
What?
In terms of yeah, she used to be like one of the like you go on Ellen and your dreams will come true. She like dances and she'll give you money and stuff, and it's like a party going on her show.
Yeah.
And then like the whole thing is like you're not allowed to look Ellen in the eyes when you work on her. And she gets really mad and she'll throw things at you. It's like, what is happening?
What?
And so because of how abusive she is, her show got canceled. And she has largely been forgotten by culture at large, and like she hasn't made a comeback. Can't really make a comeback from that. But it's kind of weird that it feels like Dory will be her like greatest legacy at this point, when she had like such an important talk show and this important sitcom before that. And her work as Dory is incredible. She does an amazing job. Like she's very talented, but
Yeah.
it's just kind of funny that Dory's probably going to be like the thing she'll be best known for and like her most celebrated work for years to come.
Wow. I didn't know that she was the voice actor of Dory.
Oh yeah, really? Yeah.
No.
Well, it's kind of they do some great voice work. You know, let's see, Gil. Do you remember he's like the damaged fish in the I just looked the damaged fish in the tank game.
Yeah.
He is voiced by Willem Dafoe, if you can believe that. And like,
Okay.
if you think about it, you can hear it, right?
I see it. I see it.
Like, you can see it. But he is kind of incredible in this
Yeah.
movie, honestly. All the voice acting is really good in it.
Wow.
You know?
Wow.
And like, yeah, Albert Brooks. I think I don't remember. Hold on, let me go back to the notes. Alexander Gould, the kid that plays Nemo. Unbelievable, like, kid performance, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
you feel for him. Like, whenever he's talking too fast or like stuttering a little bit, he feels exactly like a kid. And
Yeah.
like, you feel so much compassion for him that when something is going wrong, you genuinely get so sad for him. You know? But like, you don't really treat him like he's like too young, you know?
Yeah.
Like, you still have like you can respect him as a person.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's really cool. It's a great performance. Let's see. Oh yeah, here's a Dory was actually supposed to be a man in the original script.
Oh wow.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
But it was watching Ellen's show. He said the director saw her change topic 5 times in one sentence, and he realized that she'd be a great Dory. I thought that was funny. But you know what? Let's get into the box office a little bit for it. We're ready for that?
Yeah.
Okay. Domestic, 340 million. International, 560 million. Total, $941 million at the box office. This is one of the most profitable movies of all time. And not only that, because this came out in the early 2000s.
Yeah.
This was the peak of the DVD, right? Like, I still collect Blu-rays, like a lot of people don't.
Bro, I miss DVDs, bro. I miss.
Oh no, man. So Finding Nemo sold 8 million DVDs the first day it came out. 8 million. And $40 million overall by the end of the year. I think just in general, sorry. 40 million overall. And it is the most bought DVD of all time.
What?
Yeah, Finding Nemo is the #1 most sold DVD of all time. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. What type of?
But like, it kind of makes sense when I think about it, because I'm like, I go back into like my memory and I like look, I can think about everyone I ever met and like their DVD collection. All of them had a Finding Nemo DVD. I got a Finding Nemo DVD. Like, that was just one that like everyone had because everyone liked it.
Wow.
You know, it made $400 million in just home media sales. So this made well over $1 billion.
Yeah.
Overall.
Yeah.
And it's just crazy.
Dang.
Like, Finding Nemo made more in its DVD sales than One Battle After Another made in its entire run, which is devastating for me, but also like just it really shows how popular that movie was.
Yeah.
And for reception, it was critically loved, like a 90 Metacritic, 99% Rotten Tomatoes. The WGA, the Writers Guild of America, ranked it number 60 on the greatest screenplays of the 21st century. Just incredible. For Oscars, got 4 nominations, 1 animated feature. It also got a screenplay nomination, a score nomination, and a sound editing nomination. And I don't know if you know this, but it is insane for an animated movie to get more than 1 nomination, like outside of song.
Wow.
Like, the fact that it was treated seriously for its writing, it just shows how well respected this movie was.
Yeah.
Like, you know, Pixar is still like doing some stuff, but it's just not quite as good as it used to.
Yeah.
Like, take me back, dude. Like, Finding Nemo, come on.
Exactly.
It's like, this rocks. Okay.
All Pixar movies are amazing.
Oh yeah. Well, you know what? I'll move on. There's still a bunch of stuff to talk about.
Yeah.
But what you just said is perfect transition for my list for this movie.
Okay.
And you can share your list if you want to off the top of your head. But I did my top 5 favorite Pixar movies.
Oh dang! All right.
Okay. So I want to get the computer back to me so you're not spoiled. Okay. Number 5 on my list is Ratatouille, which is a heater. Heater, dude.
So good.
Number 4 is actually Finding Nemo. It's just like also incredible. Yeah. Speaking of incredible, number 3 is The Incredibles. Which I love that movie. And number 2 is WALL-E. I love that. And my number 1 is actually, I think, a bit of a hot take. But I have Toy Story 2, which is my favorite one. I really, really love Toy Story 2. That's the one with Stinky Pete and like the Chicken Man.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's just something. I know people always like talk about the first Toy Story, which is great, and I love it.
Yeah.
But for some reason, the second one has always been the one for me. I just really love that movie. Yeah. You wanna? I don't know if I can get the all the Pixar movies, like just like a list of all of them, so you can like.
All right.
Pick your top 5.
Okay, I'm gonna have to be so real with you.
Mm-hmm.
I have not seen WALL-E yet.
Really? Oh, yeah. We need to watch that at some point. You'd really like it, I swear. Okay, there's like, if you want to go through the list right now, I can just vamp for a minute. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, yeah, you have the list pulled up.
Dang.
Yeah, they've really made just some of the...
Yeah, there's a lot of good stuff.
Best movies of like the 21st century. There's like period in time. Like their run up until like Toy Story 3. Toy Story to Toy Story 3 is just like some of the craziest run for like a studio that you could ever imagine. And yeah, and everyone has like their own personal favorites. Our good friend of the show will be on soon, Josh. He really loves the movie Elemental for some reason. Yeah, you know that?
Actually?
Yeah, he loves Elemental.
Gosh.
We once did like a Pixar draft, like privately. Like the first pick, he said like, I gotta take Elemental. And all of us like, you dumbass. Your first pick overall is Elemental?
Wow.
Like Toy Story hadn't been picked yet.
Wow. I mean...
That guy.
I guess, yeah. Love Josh though.
Oh, we love Josh.
Dang. Okay. I'm not sure. I don't think I'm gonna like specifically. They're not in any specific order, right?
Oh, yeah.
But
I'm just
gonna name like the top 5 that I would put for now.
That's cool.
Right. Based off the ones that I've seen. Right. All right. So obviously Ratatouille. Right, definitely
incredible.
One of my favorites. Absolutely love it.
An amazing movie. Man.
Right,
I still watch that like once a year.
Yeah, it's really good. Let me see. Okay, this is actually because I saw it with my brothers, and it was actually like really good for being somewhat recent. Luca,
really?
Yeah.
I need to watch that one again. I watched it like on my phone on like a road trip. I feel like I didn't give it like enough. Like I should watch it like again because I feel like it's better than I gave it credit for. It
is somewhat hit, like it hit in a couple spots. Honestly, like dead serious. There were like moments I was like, dang.
I need to watch it again.
I liked it a lot.
Oh yeah, valid pick.
Right. Put The Incredibles, right?
Oh yeah, amazing.
Right.
I guess I should say incredible.
Did I already say Finding Nemo?
You had not.
Alright. Well, Finding Nemo, and then
love to see it. Shout out Nemo and them.
Okay. Oh, dang, this is really tough. I really like. I honestly think Toy Story 3 is really good.
Yeah, Toy Story 3.
Right? But, dang.
Dude,
I like...
I haven't watched Toy Story 3 in a minute because I'm really scared this is going to make me so sad. Like, now that we're in college. You know,
that's why, right? Like, no, genuinely. Like, there's some movies that I'm like, that make me, like, tear up. I'm like, crazy, bro. That's crazy. Like, not so recently, but kind of recently, like senior year of high school, right? It was like my first time watching Dumbo, and
Oh yeah.
I genuinely started crying, bro. I was like,
No, I get that. I understand that completely. Even when I was a kid, I liked Dumbo, but I would like skip that scene because it would make me like so sad
bro.
whenever I'd watch it.
I was like, oh my gosh, there's
Mm-hmm.
no way, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Man,
Dude.
but
Pixar's good at that though. Like the Disney is too, but like especially Pixar in terms of
yes,
like
no,
the
exactly.
making you cry. Like
Cause,
Inside Out, Coco, man.
bro,
Coco is like,
dude, it's literally a
mhm.
Pixar effect, bro.
Oh, I
Like,
know,
it's
bro.
it's unavoidable. I
Mm-hmm.
swear.
Like I don't. I mean, there's some. Like I mean, I love The Incredibles. That's not like a tearjerker. I
Yeah,
think
definitely no.
never is like the first Toy Story, but like a lot of the ones on here, like even Ratatouille is like a little bit like
Yeah,
like as someone that wants to be a film critic, when he that like a final like speech about like criticism of that guy just like
oh
really gets
no,
me. Mm-hmm.
that's serious, bro. It's crazy.
We could talk about bro.
I'm gonna have to go to Story 3.
Oh, Toy Story 3.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah. Dude, we can do like more Pixar pods. Honestly, this is fun. I
yeah.
mean, it's still going, but like you know. Okay, back to Finding Nemo. Um, you know, one of my favorite characters in the movie, one of most people's favorite characters, like one of the defining things about it, is Crush, the turtle.
Yeah.
Dude, awesome character. I know. Ever since I was like a kid, me and my dad would always go like, "Give me some fin, noggin, dude." He loves that guy, man. Voiced by the director of the movie himself, actually.
Wow, really?
Hmm He was doing it as like a stand-in voice before they got like another actor. But then all the test screens like, we really like the voice. He's like, I'll just do it. Do it myself.
Wow.
He said that he recorded all of his lines while lying down on a couch, so that way he could be more relaxed. Incredible.
That is so genius, though.
And the other one I'll shout out is his son Squirt was voiced by, let me get his exact name. I believe it's Christopher Nicholas, my bad. Nicholas Bird, who is the son of Brad Bird, who directed both The Incredibles and Ratatouille.
Wow.
Yeah, it's crazy, huh?
Yes.
So it all came together. It's like people using their kids.
This.
Yeah, this was a crazy movie to make. Apparently, all of the animators had to like study fish for months
Oh.
and like actually study marine biology in order to like perfectly get how they move.
Wow.
Animation
Yeah.
holds up, dude.
Dude.
Yeah, can talk about it for a second. You can.
Yeah, no, like also it's just like the fact that like animation like takes a long time.
Dude, I
like,
know, man.
which is like, oh.
It takes so long, especially movies from like the early 2000s. Where like it took a long time to make that, but it just doesn't look as good as like it did when it came out.
Yeah.
And it's just so cool that this movie just like still looks insane. Like the humans maybe aren't quite as polished as they are like in other movies, but the fact that it's like fish in the ocean means that it has like this kind of timeless quality to it,
Yeah.
And it just like looks amazing. Like, I don't know. It looks like how I remembered it when I was a kid. Except when I was a kid, I was terrified of the not the sharks. I liked the sharks. It was the one with like the light dangling. Remember that one?
Oh yeah. Like what? Anglerfish?
Yeah, that's it.
I forgot.
Dude, that one scared the crap out of me when I was a kid. You know that? Yeah, like this is like one of those most nostalgic movies for me. Okay.
Yeah, that the girl like actually scared me when I was a kid too.
Oh, Darla?
Yeah.
I could see that. Yeah, I could definitely see that.
This-
Wake up, fishy, wake up.
Like well, obviously like the braces and everything, but also just like
Mhm.
I think it was kind of just a thing with me, but like humans like whenever they were animated, I was always kind of like, ew, for some reason.
No, I get
when
that.
when I was young.
Like most of the cartoons I liked didn't have like many human characters, if any at all.
Yeah.
Like it took me until I was like a little bit, I was like 5, I think, when I was like really into Finding Nemo. I didn't get into like The Incredibles until I was like 8 or something.
Yeah, like kind of later.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It takes a little minute. It's nicer to see the animals.
Also, you said that who was it? The director, like when he was like young, he was like at a dentist,
Hmm.
like at a
Yeah.
and like saw the fish. Also, like, and I don't know, like, and he was thinking when he was a kid that like, wow, like he was thinking about how like they'd want to be free or something like that.
Yeah, that's what they were talking about.
Wow.
Pretty like profound thoughts.
Yeah,
Like,
that's what I'm thinking, right?
hmm.
It's like he was kind of ahead like
Hmm.
of his time. Well, as in like as a kid though,
Oh yeah,
as
definitely.
it's like I don't know, just because I definitely wouldn't think of that. I'd probably just like
Hmm.
want to tap the glass too. That's literally what I do now.
Yeah, basically. It's like interesting that a lot of this movie is about like I mean like parenting of course, but also the idea of like kind of letting fish back into the ocean like they don't want to be locked up
Yeah.
in like the tanks. This movie unfortunately spawned clownfish being more popular for aquariums and personal aquariums. And so like people took away the wrong lesson. It's like, oh damn,
Oh
I want
no,
my own Nemo.
no, no.
And so then like now the species is like, I don't know. I don't think it's like fully in danger, but like it's not
Oh,
like amazing.
oh.
And it's just kind of funny. I mean, like it's not funny, it's awful, but like ironic, I guess is the right word.
Yeah.
It's rough. But like they weren't expecting. What are you gonna do?
What do you
It's not like you're gonna not make the movie. Like the cat's out of the bag at this
Yeah.
point, man. Just like
Yeah.
let
Yeah.
people know.
Yeah.
Just don't buy the fish. Dude, that's funny. No, it's great though. Like even though that was bad, I'd say Finding Nemo has had a net positive on
Yeah,
society.
yeah.
You know, enough people love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know I already said this. I'm repeating myself. It's crazy. It's the number one DVD of all time. Isn't it?
Dude, like, hmm. When did I guess like streaming services like HBO or like other things start popping up? Like
That was kind of like in the mid 2010s, as I'd say, when it got
mid
popular.
mid 2010s.
Yeah. DVD was kind of the peak in terms of like people buying it. Blu-ray and 4Ks are like obviously better quality, but DVD was like when
Yeah.
it was most accessible, and Blu-rays like started popping off right around the time of like Netflix and all that stuff.
Mm.
And I think it's also like kind of the pandemic sort of got people hooked on
Yeah.
like, streaming services,
Most definitely.
you know.
Right.
And that's sad for me as someone that loves Blu-rays, but also
No. Yeah.
cool that I can buy them and have like no one else fight me for. You know, I have like what, like one of like 5 Blu-ray collectors in Las Cruces. Come run this town, dog. Live and play with me. Okay. Well, I think I mean, is there anything else we talked about? Did we talk about the sharks?
No.
We didn't talk about the shark. It's crazy. Awesome scene. Awesome scene. Fish are friends, not
Fish
food.
are friends, not food.
Bruce, my guy, my goat.
I like again, like I maybe it's just like I didn't pay attention when I was little. I was just looking at the animation, I guess, and everything, right? But I didn't know that they were like making a pact on how like they're trying to be good people or good fish.
That's so funny, dude. I know, man. That was just like it's like the comedy's aged well, you know.
Yeah.
Like even though it's like for kids and kids can laugh at it, like it's still funny. Like I'm 19 going on 20, I'm still laughing at Fisher Friends Not Food. This goes, oh, his
like,
eyes turn.
I really swear he's not like this. He didn't even know his father.
Oh, that's a good bit. There's some funny
there
jokes
is.
in here.
Yeah.
You know what the funniest joke in this movie? Maybe the funniest joke Pixar's ever done. Not a joke, I guess it's like a scene and an idea. The seagulls going mine.
Oh,
is perfect,
dude.
Slays me every time.
Yeah.
Like everyone knows about it. It's just like a flawless idea.
Yeah,
Hmm.
it's legendary, bro.
If you see seagulls, like you can't help but think of that now. You know,
Yeah,
like every time if I was at like California kind of recently, and I saw seagulls, I was like, it was already getting me like in a mindset for this pie. I was like, I can't wait to talk about Finding Nemo with Mark. Hmm. It's like seagulls, dude, just so funny. Such a funny movie.
yeah.
Genuinely. Yeah. There's like what else? Jellyfish. Boom. You talk about that. You can mention that for a second.
The jellyfish.
Yeah, when you're like going.
Yeah,
Mhm. Really tense scene.
yeah.
Like,
W- okay, maybe I don't remember correctly. What was the reason for Dory to stop again, just like in the middle of nowhere?
in like the jellyfish.
Yeah, in the middle of like the jellyfish.
Oh, she just got stung, like pretty bad, so she just like kind of passed out. Like you can see on her body for the rest of the movie. She
Yeah,
has
I
like
know she got stung, but like I swear, Marlon said something which caused her to just like stop, and then
Hmm.
she, well, and then like afterwards it showed that like she got stung and stuff like that. Right, sitting on top of a jellyfish.
But they're just kind of like competing with each other. No, I think he was just like being a little too aggressive. That's how competitive he was being.
He said something, and then like it's just I don't know.
Huh.
I don't know.
Can't quite remember.
I forgot about it.
Damn.
Dang.
All right. But that's a really great scene in terms of how you have that marking on Dory for the rest of the movie,
Yeah.
and like it really kind of drives home how dangerous this journey has been. Like you're having fun with it in the moment. You're like, there's some real repercussions possible. Like the
Again.
scene with towards the end where they're in the trench and like all the fish have to swim down.
Oh,
Such a great moment.
dude. Again, like it always just like brings me back to the memories of like my mom crossing the border because like
Mm-hmm.
again like everybody from like mouth to mouth was talking about how like, oh, this dad fought 3 sharks, dived down deep in the ocean, like survived this like monster by tying him up in a rock, just like
Mm-hmm.
obviously like exaggerating stuff, right? But like again, like my mom like told me like a lot of things, right? Again, like she had to cross like all of Mexico, like all of it entirely, right?
Yeah.
So there's a lot of moments where they had to go like through trains, deserts, right? And it was hard, it was tough, right?
Imagine.
And then even then, like at the end, like at the border, right? Which was probably like the hardest thing to do, right? Because at the end, like half of like the people that went there got caught immediately,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just that some people like my mom got lucky, right, and were able to cross. But it's just like again, like the struggles, right? Just to like for a parent, just to like give your child a better place to live and whatever. It's just like,
Mm-hmm.
man, it brings back memories.
Yeah.
Yeah.
About what you would do to protect your child, and even though like you're going out of this way to protect them, and it's, of course, honorable thing. Sometimes the best thing you can do is let them go for a little bit. It's just really powerful.
Yeah.
You know, it's a tearjerker. This one, it's really beautiful. I think it was really cool seeing Finding Nemo and one battle so close together, because it really felt like similar emotions when both fathers are finally reunited with their respective children. You know, it's just like it's just a really pure moment in terms of like letting the other one go and do what they want to do. For Marlin finally letting Nemo go off to school, for Bob getting a phone for Willa and letting her go out to
Yeah.
fight her own battles, and I believe it was Oakland. It's powerful endings for both of them, and I'm really really happy that I've got to have this conversation with you for a number of reasons, talking about two great movies. But thank you so much for coming on the show. Is there any
Yeah.
final thoughts you want to have on either of these movies?
Mm, Not really, but I did enjoy them.
Okay.
Right. Obviously, I will continue to watch them.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And they're amazing. Right.
Mm-hmm.
And until the next one.
Yeah. I really want to have you back talk about. Well, I don't know, Ratatouille or something. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. I'm not planning. Not saying you have to pick that one, but whatever you want. I definitely want to have you back because this has been a ton of fun. And thank you, Mark, for being a wonderful guest.
Yeah. Thank
Thank
you for inviting me.
Oh, of course. Yeah. I'd love to have you back. Um, Thank you to everyone listening for this episode of the Luke Bugbee Show. Tune in in 2 weeks. We are going to be having another very special conversation. The guest's pick is one I know a lot of people are going to be very jealous that they didn't get to pick themselves. Christopher Nolan's 2014 sci-fi epic Interstellar. Big one.
Oh,
Big deal.
That is.
Makes sense. This is one of the first ones picked. Sorry for everyone that probably wanted to pick it, but I'm going to be pairing that one with a Robert Zemeckis movie from, I believe, 1997, also starring Matthew McConaughey, sci-fi epic. This one is called Contact. So if you want to be up to date with the Luke Bugbee Show, make sure you watch Interstellar and Contact by the time this episode comes out in 2 weeks. Thank you so much for listening. Once again, thank you to Mark for being such an amazing guest. And that's about it.